How's it going, guys? We're on to episode 13 of Solo Self-Bound Ruthless Forbidden Sanctum League. And today we get to get this Cyclone Slayer fully going. We need 2 more levels to put on the Replica Restless Ward, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Resists are a little bit off, so I borrowed 2 rings from other characters. We should be able to smooth things up with that. Like so, and then we'll be going. I have 2 passive points left over. I'm going to probably throw those into Blood Drinker just to make sure we can get through these maps. I really like this Quicksilver Flask, but Quicksilver Flask is still only 2 seconds. I might be better with the Diamond Flask that I have, and then I want to try for this character to maybe get some Ruby, Topaz, Sapphire maybe going. I wish I had more alts to roll flasks. Got a decent Topaz. I need to get this shield replaced today as well. Alright, resists are good. Let's go. T2 map, things die. Good. War banner. I'm out leeching the Chaos Degen from a T2 Spider Forest boss. It's good. I think on my next passives, I'm going down here to make sure I can get these endurance charges first, I think. Because I'll still be able to gain frenzy charges when I hit marked enemies, but endurance charges, I'll probably get Disciple of the Slaughter as well, just so it's kind of brain dead. I can just get my frenzy endurance charges and we'll go. Oh, I haven't done this yet. I should type in /passives. Make sure I got everything. 22. That's correct because I did not kill all the bandits. So I got all my passives. According to the tooltip down here, inspiration with the charges up is better than pulverize for DPS, so I like that. We're gonna switch that in. All right, now it is time for the Replica Restless Ward, and if I do that, I'm going to not be capped on fire res. Need a higher level Purity of Fire. The one I have isn't leveled very high, only level 8. Yeah, level 15 Purity of Fire would have me up there. Okay, so I can get one of those. And then, I want Fortify, I want Inspiration, I want Increased Crit, I want Cyclone, and then I want Crit Multi. Alternatively, Ice Bite. I just need to get the 2 reds with 166 chromes. Let's quality it first. 2 reds, 2 greens, 1 blue. Okay, so that's Cyclone, Ice Bite, Crit, Fortify, Inspiration. Still a spot to level that. Then my Ellie Weakness Curse, Warlord's Mark. I'm using Ancestral War Chief more than Protector. What are my resists looking like? 191. Okay, I can take that out to be 1 closer. So what this is going to mean, and this is a low roll on it, but I'm going to get a lot of movement speed from the frenzy charges, and I'm going to get 111 life regen per endurance charge. So 5 endurance charge is like 25% of my life regen per second with only 2200 life, so that should be good. Also brought over a steel skin, help deal with bleed. I still have a way to deal with corrupting blood, but with that Purity of Fire, yes, I am res capped. 50% chance of getting a frenzy charge and killing a frozen enemy. So yeah, that should be pretty often. Interesting. There are nodes in the Abyss stuff giving you 10% increased chance for Abyssal Troves to contain an Abyss Jewel. There's 3 of them up here. Maybe I need that for Abyss. Alright, I'm also going to unspec my Metamorph chance here. I'm going to spec into Legion chance. So I have Legion and Abyss with 150% increased chance. I spec'd out of my Harbinger chance, gave another chance for Delve missions. If I somehow find my way into 2 more points, I'll get these 2, but everything else, as much map drop chance as possible, all the pack size, and then lots of master spawns on maps, so that I can smash all of these T4 maps. Let's search for normal maps, transmute them all, select, there's 1, okay, it's for the rare ones, there's a 4 of the maps came rare, and then I can search the word of. So all of the ones that aren't lit up that are magic guaranteed don't have a suffix, so I'm going to use my augments on those, and I'm going to go get more. Okay, here's a few more. Check for reflect again, nothing. But there's some of these that still could use augments. I could use 6 more augments. I don't have enough transmutes for that. I'd make 4 more. I could start running the maps that I have. I hope making them all 2 mod definitely increases, like item quantity plus 4%, map drop chance plus 8 with a 1 mod, but 2 mod, this one's got 10% and 20%. So the map drops should be better out of ones that I've augmented. I guess I'll start with all the Vault Pyramids in case I'm going to tragically die in any of them. Alright, I'm also going to try and keep track of what content spawns, if any, in each of these maps, like I did a few days ago with T3 maps. Ooh, look at that speed. Frenzy charge speed is really nice. One of my biggest problems at the moment is getting frozen. Oh, reflecting ailments. Oh, that's just lovely. So I need a freeze remove flask. Fast when damage taken support. Yeah, I could do that. And it would need to level to be able to use with the steel. Okay, we're leveling at cast when damage taken. Alright, accuracy goes 50% less accuracy in this map. Still 99% chance to hit evasive with my war banner. And natural album mission spawn drops additional unique item. Yes. Where's the guy? Here's the guy. I have damage. Kind of. Oh, don't do that. Got him. Ooh, Steel, Power Frenzy, and Endurance charges on hit. I wonder how bad that's gonna be. Right, Disciple of Unyielding. So that's damage per Endurance charge, and I can gain them without using my Enduring Cry. Cool. Intensify support. Alright, 2 unique bosses in here. They're gonna steal my charges. Or they're also gonna die. Alright, now the war banner. I have too many frenzy charges. So giving them endurance charges isn't great either. But yeah, the stealing charges is rough. Got unique bosses here with a good amount of rarity. So a lot of stuff. Ooh, a rot gut. Gain onslaught for 3 seconds per frenzy charge on use. Flash charges during crits. Big duration on the Quicksilver. I think that's it. I'm gonna consume the frenzy charges. I get them back really quickly when I'm clearing. A Vol Orb. Yes. Ooh, rare 6-socket staff. Anything? Big cast speed, fire spells. Probably not. Alright, all the Vol Pyramids out of the way. Biggest issues I'm having are, number 1, monsters steal power, frenzy, endurance charges. None of those left in the maps I have rolled. And like, I don't want to run them again. Like, the absolute worst. Next biggest issue being frozen and corrupted blood. No great way to fix that, though I can augment this flask and shock immunity. So I have a reduced effective chill flask, reduced effective freeze, and aquamarine. I had an aquamarine flask that has the reduced effective chill and freeze. So I guess it'd just be reduced effective freeze. It did not hit that. This reduced effective curses, crit chance, attack damage, leeches life. Ooh, I have a cardinal round shield. Level 74. Did I go for the spike? I think I want the cardinal round shield. Right now, the Titusius' span is doing me really well, but I think maybe this is worth an alk. Life, armor evasion, lightning res, chance to avoid ailments, physical damage reduction. That frees up this ring, probably. The ailment avoid on this is pretty interesting. It's a really good shield. No damage, but the lightning res is actually pretty big. With that lightning res, I can change gloves, though I would need int or LE weakness. I'll slap these southbound gloves on, see what that does. Hopefully it doesn't make me unable to kill bosses or something. Well, that didn't solve my issues. So with the southbound gloves, there's going to be enemies that are chill and freeze immune. So there's going to be random enemies, magic or rare, that I can't kill because they can't be frozen. So I don't think southbound is the right call. I'm gonna go with these gloves instead. Minion life support and a searching eye jewel. First one. So they do have a natural chance to come from the boxes. Alrighty, this first one. Double lightning damage to bow attacks. That minion life support on my ice golem. Maybe it won't die as much. Ooh, a singular scouting report. That's crazy. Ooh, rogue exile. I have a hard time remembering to use the Warlord's Mark to try and get my rage up because I'm tempted to just like go all the time. Oh, I found the chest. It's too late. I don't have good enough damage to pop the rares out of the legions. Need to get the nodes on the tree that make them take increased damage. Oh, they're frozen. It's the last of the 4 rituals. These have been going just fine. Rare enemies die. Everything else just kind of instantly dies. It spawns more rare enemies than I can put out the Assassin's Mark with the mark on hit, especially since these unique totems are showing up and it goes on them too, but pretty easy. There's a level 1 Cyclone in here. Ooh, Breach is something I think that this character might be kind of bad at, depending on what spawns. Like, yeah, these ones. The ones that do lightning damage could be a disaster. Ow! No, oh, come on. Frozen Legion? Wow, some ritual right there. This is a Ferric Lynx Alpha. I wonder what this gives. Oh, it's just another talisman. Okay, another belt, another immortal flesh. Less of a resistance penalty, way less on the life regen. Head support. Additional melee strike range. More damage with hits at enemies on low life. Killing blows. Rare monsters. Grants one of their modifiers. 20% chance to refresh duration. I'll put that in for Fortify. But Fortify on Ice Golem. I don't know if it has attacks, but let's see, Wintertide brand at one of the modifiers. So hexproof or haste aura. I don't think I got it. Okay, here's another one. Extra crits, lightning damage and exposure, hold, chill, freeze resistance. Because I have to be the one that kills it, and it has to be with a hit. I wonder if the Culling Strike gets rid of it. Culling Strike against marked enemies might make it impossible for it to work. Still no. Yeah, it must not work against cold enemies. Even though the hit is what is killing the enemy. Yeah, I think I'm up to 6 rares killed now. It just didn't work. I think we put the Fortify back. Sorry, Butthead. I gave you a shot. Ooh, Firestorm. 60% crit chance against blinded enemies. Is it time to remove the crit chance and the minus the multi from the swords? Passive crit chance 49.7 plus 75 plus 60. 135 crit chance against blinded enemies. If I take this off, lowers me here, but I get it back. I get the multi back. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Luckily the damage is getting better. I think dropping that crit chance was a huge upgrade. Like gaining back the 20 multi that I lost. Damage just feels better, even though I lost crit chance. Level 77. The strength node. Maybe I can refund another? Need 2 more strength. Go ahead and get the next one. That's fine. These maps are just flying by. I haven't been doing Sanctum as all, so that's probably been speeding things up, but I also feel like I'm just flying through the maps. Anything that is not a rare enemy just instantly dies pretty much in T4 maps. It's great. Just cruise right along, and then I gotta stop for a second to take care of the rare. Hey, an abyss. This can sometimes be bad because you get multiple rare enemies. I can only have a mark on one of them. That can cause some issues in making it through some of these. What we got? Give me another jewel. No, just a single wisdom scroll from the chest. Spider Lair is a great map for this too. Open maps are a little more wonky. You can't just hit everything, but maps like the Spider Lair, like anywhere something spawns, I can generally hit it from just going through the main path. It's great. I don't use the War Banner much, except for on bosses. After I get my totem down, then I drop it, and then we get some decent boss damage out for a second. Bosses go down, just flying. Eye of Winter. Okay. Ooh, Cyclone hit level 17. I think that makes my damage effectiveness go up. It's currently sitting at 56%. It was to 56.6. No, it went to 57. Or maybe it's rounding off the attack damage? I don't know. But it increases the effectiveness of all of my Abyssus damage. Oh, would you imagine that? The other pair of Southbound gloves I got came from a ritual. I don't need another pair of them. Chaos Orb. I don't know what to use Chaos Orbs on. Originally, it was going to be to try and craft a 5-link that was usable, and then Heist just decided to give me some crazy stuff. So, I don't know what the target craft is. Probably should wait till like high level bases, seeing as how they're so rare. Another level. So we've got 20 crit chance here with 30 multi behind it. This one has 39 multi behind it with accuracy. We've also got jewel sockets that are easily accessible. I do have a 13 melee crit multi jewel. There's no cold tag on Cyclone, so that wouldn't work for it. Ooh, I can get an anoint. Probably take the strength back. Or I can just kind of cycle through and see what I find. Ooh, I could use a blessed orb and get my strength potentially here. Good chance, accuracy, robust. I don't think I need more life regen. Weathered Hunter, 10 all res. I didn't see anything, so we'll put beef on this. Get that extra passive point here, and then work towards dismembering. There's another 10 multi. Like every little bit of crit multi is just going to be massive. Disemboweling requires a gold oil. About Throat Seeker. Throat Seeker only requires an opalescent and a violet. This one's acquirable. Map number 43. First time I've gotten 2 spawns of content in a map so far. We got Delirium and Expedition. 8 passive lightning damage cluster jewel that came rare. Is it a miracle? No. It's bad. Oh, chain support. Torch. That's big. Oh, Cartographer's Strongbox? Of all the strongboxes I could see. Okay, I need to keep these maps that come from this separate as well, so they don't throw off the map drop numbers. One additional rare item. 3 maps and a jewel. Purifying Flame. Probably get that on a Templar. I started off with Vault Temples, and now I'm doing Vault Temples again, and I actually like killed one of the bosses before the next one spawned. I was getting into situations where I'd have all 3 bosses out at once early on, and so damage is getting better. This next level is going to be huge. And a unique Dying Breath. Well, look at all the rares. There's like 2 unique enemies on this boss. It's so much stuff. Yay, another Vol Orb. I need those. Hey, another Gold Flask. That's huge. I could have been rolling with a Gold Flask this whole time, but I didn't. I've enjoyed the brain dead nature of just smashing maps with this build. Enough life leech and regen from these endurance charges. 10 stacks of Corrupting Blood. It's not as much of an issue anymore. This chest could roll way higher on the regen. I could be getting quite a bit more for endurance charge. Another Siege Breaker. Alright, that was the last of the maps. Let's see here. Add these back into the map pool. Alright, so let me update my spreadsheet here with the numbers that I got. 32 maps with none. 1 Breach. 1 Shrine. 1 Exile. 2 Legions. 3 Witch Rules. No Blights. 2 Heist. 3 Abyss, no Harvest, 1 Expedition, 1 Delirium, wrong box, there were 3, and I guess this was actually 33, because there was 1 map that spawned 2, so 33 maps spawned nothing. The rest, like, the numbers feel way worse from this set. Okay, so after running all the maps, like, total number of maps gained was 7, like, so I had 50 maps, and I ran them all. From that, I got 57 maps. So I gained 7 maps in total. I got 20 T5s and 1 T6, so only 21 maps were higher, and then 28 maps were lower. So it seems like as we went from T3 to T4, like this one was pretty evenly split. Like we got some to go up, we got some to go down. This time, not as many went up. We got 28 down. 21 up, 28 down. Last time was 25 up and 35 down. So we gained 10 maps last time, only 7 this time. So it is a bit hit or miss. Last time I had museums. Museums are just bigger maps. This one had the spider layer. We had the arachnid nest. We had shore, vault pyramid. Like none of them were super huge maps is what I'm getting at. So that could have had some play into it, even though I augmented all the maps. And then I had, just delete all this. I had 1 map that spawned Alva, 1 map that spawned Einhar. So yeah, that's what we got. It's a grind, but luckily for me, like I feel like I could just grind maps on this character all day. Like, it was a blast actually to play on this build. And then we've got 2.5 stash tabs of loot from that we need to go through next. So I got 24 chromes and 7 jewelers before the rare items. I'm curious about this. This has a 1.9 attack speed, jeweled foil with fire damage, 20,317, 20,907. Interesting. See, I don't know how is it giving me that much higher of a DPS when my accuracy drops off so hard? That I don't understand. I mean, yeah, it's a bit more crit multi. Cold and lightning damage goes down, fizz damage goes up. I'm keeping the one I have for the accuracy. Should armor scrap up this Abyssus too. Alright, so I think my standards are going down a bit. I was vendoring things that I wouldn't have been last week. Stuff like, oh, it has some life and dual res. Like I was rendering stuff like this chest, knowing that I have 5 links now. I don't need these random chests all over the place. But I found a few things. There's a thicket bow. Came with a lot of lightning damage. It's only T4. T6 cold damage. T3 fizz damage. But it's a thicket bow. Quiver. Well, this doesn't look as good when I look at the roll tiers. Looked like it had a lot of damage on it. Probably not. This shield has 82 life, 13 spell suppression, and 25 avoid ailments. This shield is insane. As of right now, I think this shield might end up in this build at some point. But there is this Karui axe that has fizz and flat fizz with attack speed and chance to bleed. Big fizz axe, not super spectacular, but by far the best fizz weapon that I have. Then there's this helmet, doesn't have much life, but it has triple resist and it has 18 rarity. Only reason I kept it around. This shield is insane. 218 unqualified energy shield. It rolled flat T2, T3%, and then it has 33% lightning damage with fire and lightning res and int. So yeah, that shield is just bonkers. These are saved just because they're spiked gloves, and then there is 100 life with 2 resists gloves from the 3 tabs that I gathered. And yeah, this quiver is going away. And then I built up 48 transmutes from veneering all that stuff. So I got a lot of my transmute pulled back. I think I'm just gonna take a big chunk of that, and I need more wisdom scrolls. Well, now what? See if I can handle a T11 map, just cause? Why not? 45% monster life. See if it coasts through this map as easily. This could end up being very bad. Okay, white enemies still just dying. Rare enemies, like, really not that bad. Get a couple more levels on this with get some more multi, get some jewels. I think this is going to be just fine. I mean, a map like this, I try and actually get the rage up. Hey, red map in return. Yeah, this enemy just does not get stunned. Oh, these guys life regen. I don't have the mastery that lowers enemies life regen. That would probably help. What do we have here? 3 off max. Item level 79 cardinal round shield. A nice base. And yeah, I will get melted by skeletons that do spell damage. I'm gonna spawn right on top of them. Let's go. Ooh. Don't kill me! Got him. Yeah, even the rare enemies, like, this is by far the best build I have, and it's pretty awful. Yeah, 6 socket as well. Yeah, for 45% more monster life and lowering my accuracy, like, I'm pretty content with the damage I'm doing here. I guess if I really wanted to, I could switch to the other weapon. My big concern switching to the other weapon is that it's going to do more overall DPS, but the hits are all going to be smaller. It's giving me the DPS numbers because of the attack speed increase on the jeweled foil more than anything else. So my ability to freeze and shock enemies would probably go down. I'm gonna wait for this guy to move before I war banner. I'll drop a war banner here. Chaos damage is not too bad, honestly. I have a little bit of chaos res, nothing spectacular, but enough. Knowing I'm 1 level away, or like 15% of a level away from 20 more crit multi, 2 more levels from 2 jewel sockets, because I'm only level 78. Like, the damage, it'll come. And then we get culling as well. And there goes the boss. Actually don't want to hold on to this. I'll just get another one when I'm ready to do it. If I were to run this invitation, then I could no longer get Eater of World influence in T11 maps. So if I don't use this, like, I just run another T11 map, I can still have the influence, still get the chance for the altars and all of that. If I run that, like, it's gonna push me up, and then influence isn't gonna want to spawn in the maps. So seeing as how maps are so ridiculously hard to get to drop, even with the like maximum Atlas passive tree I could get for map drops, they just don't drop. So I don't see myself getting up to T16s anytime soon. And one of the biggest things that I've, like, my biggest goal for this league is to try not to be too much of a try hard and have fun. It's not too unheard of for me to just like go like 16 hours, just grind it out in a day. But I've been trying to limit myself to like 7 to 8, and then actually put the work in to edit these videos down. And I think that's been going well. It's very time consuming, but I think the end product is worth the work, as this has been quite the adventure. But I died once in this map to something I knew I would die to. If a blue pack of those spark skeletons spawned in a T4 map, they also could have killed me. So I'm pretty happy with that. Looks like we are going to be in for a good time on this build, provided we can actually get maps to drop and get progression. But if not, just like continuing to just perpetually grind maps, we'll get stuff, because this map's faster than any other build. One thing left to do today. We've got the singular scouting report. Is there anything in here we need? No. Atlas mission. Anything here we really need? No uniques. So we're gonna use the singular scouting report. We get a care blade. Care blade drops maps. This is only a T2 though. Rip. This one has a unique strongbox in it. It's probably gonna be the strange barrel if we're being honest. So let's do care blade. Both of the other builds have such a large amount of buttons that I have to press and use to do things, because I didn't have the support gems. So I had to actually figure out a way to do damage with those builds, and that pushed me into just like, oh, use all these different skills and you got all these different buttons and you got to do all this stuff. This one, I literally hold down right click and try not to get hit. Occasionally I'll resummon my golem. I have the chain hook. I have a mark that I could use that I like almost never do because it never gives me rage anyways at this point. I got a seal skin, but that's with my left click. I can just tap that once if something's scary. I also move faster when I'm not cycloning, so I can run to packs. But I got more movement speed than any other character because of this chest and the frenzy charge stacking. It's very fantastic. I feel like this would probably be just as fantastic with all of the pack size and stuff, because you could definitely get way better gear and damage than I have in Trade League. Another boss. These are all elemental bosses, but I also have to cast on Death Portal as well, so I don't have to freak out and portal before bosses. If I'm gonna die, I can just go on this one. These lightning totems, I am extra scared of those. I haven't gotten killed by them yet, but I'm sure it's coming. I have gotten like full one shot by a lightning mirage in T4 map. Just one of them hit me. That's all it takes. All right, and the boss. Oh, don't hit me with the flame blast. Nope. Nope. Oh. One of them dead? I think one of them might have gone. Here's the second one. But yeah, I was really worried about burning ground, but the life leech, and I don't even have the endurance charge regen, but now I do. But yeah, my life leech and the regen from the endurance charge that I get from the Replica Restless Ward, solid. Alright, 4 maps. T2, T3, T2, and T4. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know that I want to put more points into this. Maybe I hold on to the point, get another chance for Nico missions. We have 6 chances, 2 fusings. Still a ways off from being able to reset it. I do have 3 refunds in here, but it's not enough to just refund Wandering Path, because I'm gonna have to put points from elsewhere back into blocking stuff off. You would think though, 35% increased maps found in your maps and augmenting all of the transmuted maps, I would have benefited more. Like, I don't know. If I wouldn't have rolled 3 characters to this point, like this map and Atlas progression would really be wearing me down at this point. So at least rolling 3 characters has gotten me something. Still a long way to go, it seems. But we shall continue this next time. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button, as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icon just below the video, or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.